In the video, sort of, kind of, mostly. Do not God, maybe. I don't know. One or the other. It's either me or it's him. I guess it depends on how nasty I am, right? Or maybe that doesn't matter. Okay, but anyway, Modern Mystic. Yay, Nick. Made a video, so I think I'll post it below as a embed. We'll see how that works. Kind of a nice feature that might be. And then there's also a message board. I've decided a bulletin board, whatever, blah blah blah, that I will probably associate with these videos, so there could be comments. And I'll just try to do this off of YouTube thing for a while as my whatever response to their tyranny. It's just to say, yeah, fuck you. I'll live without you. And of course they'll live without me just fine, but that's not really the point. The point is, yeah, you don't vote for Trump. It's just a stupid way to protest. There's, smart ways to protest and really dumb ways to protest. Yeah, voting for Trump's a dumb way. Anyway, ignorant. Ignorant. You're being ignorant. So that it's on the subject of inheritance, okay, yeah, next video. And why people are so blind to the obvious, which is, it's just a huge endorsement of cheating. Fuck merit, fuck anything. Why not just give all the money to the drug addicts? It would be just as sensible as letting people inherit it. It's just as stupid. Unmeritorious. But, I guess it goes deep in terms of people's bigotry. And Nick will call it something else, but that's what it is. It's not so much the culture has made them retarded, is that the culture has done little to edify them on the fact that you're a bigot. Whether you like to admit it or not, you are. And you ought to just pay attention to that. You think certain people feeling good is important, and other people feeling good isn't important. So Nick uses the word entertain, and so he's basically saying the same thing I say about the fact that your life really is what you do with it, in terms of how you fart on the rest of the world. And you can fart in a pleasant way, smelly roses and such, or in this horrible, putrid way where you're just a frickin' consumer and you just waste and you do your little pretending to have an interesting life bullshit, and you're not really interesting and you're not doing anything. And it's in the context of see, Nick also puts things in ways that I just wouldn't put them, and that just makes it disagreeable for some subjects because I don't like the way he puts it. But the universe doesn't care. Well, that's a given. The universe doesn't have a brain, can't care. But the point is the good or the bad meaningful? And I think he's conceding that there's meaning to the quality of our life, regardless of what the universe thinks of it. And the real catch to the whole universe not caring thing is just that there's nothing we can do for the universe. Us doing our gameplay isn't really accomplishing anything. It's not fixing something that's broken. There's not a deprivation in, the universe, because if humans weren't in it. Just as we don't sense any deprivation because the Martians are missing, and the Uranians are missing, and the Saturnites are missing, and blah, 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 blah. We don't really sit here and go, oh, it's me, woe is me, oh, it's just horrible. There's no tentacle people on Mars. Oh, we have a shortage of tentacle people. No, we don't do any of that. And that's the definition of our duplicity and hypocrisy, and the fact that we can see the uselessness, yes, of all these other things, but we can't see the... Sorry, I'm fiddling with a light that's not staying on. I just have to cut the wires, I guess, and splice them, because yeah, this isn't working. Okay, just leave it alone. Fix it later. Sorry. So many distractions. And these are the important subjects. That's the funny thing, too. Nick is sort of pointing out we have this pyramid of importance, and all this sports and stupid things are much higher than make the most out of your life. And the only way you can really make the most out of it is to comfort the afflicted. Find some feeling thing out there that is in distress and try to ameliorate its distress in a comforting way, or in a quick, expedient way for the liars and the scum. So yes, comfort the afflicted and kill the fucking liars and the cheaters and the bastards and the retards. That compassionate authoritarianism or something. You just recognize crook for crook, asshole for asshole, deficit for deficit. Jabba the Hutt is not that unrecognizable. You can see him. And when you see him, you should put a bullet in his fat, ugly maggot head. And then you won't have to blow stuff up and all this stuff. You won't have to go on rescue missions and lightsaber and all that shit. Just, no. Jabba's dead, your problems are gone. It's that simple. Get rid of the assholes, the liars, the cheaters, the fuckers. And that includes most of the rich, because, yes, they're all liars and cheaters and fuckers, because they didn't earn it, they pretend they did, and they didn't. And it's that simple. They're saying my papa has the right to be a bigot, and to think I'm special, even though I have no merit whatsoever, except Daddy thinks so. Obviously, Donald Jr. and the little twat, whatever his other, I don't even know what the other kid's name is, and then little Baron, they're all fucking assholes. They haven't done anything they didn't win any gold medals anywhere to deserve any big prizes. They're just a bunch of fucking takers. And they should be humiliated and embarrassed to be so pompous and arrogant and stand upright like they are. They somehow have earned somebody's respect when they've earned no one's respect. And yet we as a society say, yeah, those are the cool people. Oh yeah, the rich are cool. Oh yeah, especially those inheritant rich. They're really cool. The ones who didn't do a damn fucking thing to earn it. And so, Nick would say, oh, it's culture that drives people and blah, blah, blah. But no, it's bigotry and just really, really, really stupid. They think the rich people's money isn't their money. They think, they think the money thing is not like a pie. No, they think the pie is endless and you can just give tons and tons of pie to other people and there's still plenty of pie left over. No, it doesn't work that way. The extravagance of the rich will be paid for in the squalor of the poor. Fact. Fact. There's just no way to get around it. That's the way the system works, idiots. And so if you give away all that big money for no merit, then there's not going to be much money left over for the merit people to fight over. The ones actually doing things, going to work, the grind, the tedium, the horror, the monotony, the fingers cut off at the plant because they weren't thinking, and oh fuck, I got no fingers left. That kind of shit. All of that. Just so rich people can sit around and talk about how swell they are. Fuck. You people just can't be this stupid. But you are, quite obviously. The majority of you are psychotic lunatics that probably should be shot. If I could put the bill through Congress, I probably would. Most Americans really don't deserve to be in a civilization because they really don't know how it works. They really just don't give a shit about anything that matters. They just give a shit about themselves and their selfish little ambitions. So he did talk a little bit about money and then babies, like the big ambitions. But then later he did make a distinction that the boys play the money game and the girls play the baby game. Because it needed to be done. That distinction needed to be stated because, yes, I'll argue that most people don't really give a shit about the baby thing. Most. And so the inheritance thing has to come down to something else. It's just their kind or their type or I don't know what exactly it is. It is a curious thing. Single males or whatever sitting there and single females even saying, or on childbearing. But even having kids, if I had a kid, why would I want it to be rewarded for non-merit? Wouldn't I know that's got to be corrosive to its character? Not to earn it? You know that if you didn't earn your life, you'd have no character. If you have any character, right? If you have enough character to even know what the word character means, and that you've sort of earned whatever character you have, then you would know that that's the last thing you'd want to do, is just give your kid a safety net, because he'll just turn into a preposterous asshole. You know, oh, look at the tricks I can do. Look how great I am. Look how fantastic I am. Yeah, but you have a net 2 feet under you, you fucking cunt. You're not special. You're not fantastic. You're a douchebag. Who would want to have a kid who's a douchebag? Ooh. So obviously they don't do any thinking. So that's really what Nick was saying, is people don't think. They're fucking dumb assholes. Period. Don't really think about the course of their life. They don't think about the interaction, the productivity, the how to get the most out of them. These conversations are just totally irrelevant. They're just living in a frickin' little fake, phony bullshit. Sports. It's a tongue twister, right? For them, just getting sports out is a tongue twister. I twisted a little. Anyway, just horrible. Alright. So again, just you can't say enough negative and horrible things about the horrible state of things and the stupidity of people, and this one's just so obvious. It's such an overt cheat. To give the biggest prizes in the world to people for the least accomplishment. Just falling out of a vagina. The least possible accomplishment. It's just so fucking dumb. Pathetic. And it's the root of all evil. Capitalism would work. The invisible hand would work so much better. All these mechanisms. Evolution, you know what I mean? If you put a cheat like this in evolution, you know evolution wouldn't work. You know it'd be a complete failure. If you just arbitrarily rewarded animals, and they didn't have to earn it. They didn't have to have, the genetic code. They just, they just had to fall on the right rock when they were born or something. That would just ruin evolution. Oh, genetics don't matter. You just fall on the right rock, and it's, leprechaun rocks. The code would suck then. And obviously the genetics of the blue bloods is notoriously bad. So they don't even win genetically. They're failures. So, it's just the stupidest damn thing to not understand that there has to be some connection. Just some connection. The stronger you make the connections, the better. But I'm not for some Darwinian cold-cut word of slice them and dice them. But, you have to have real connections. There should always be a copay. There always should be an element of, you got to earn it. You got to deserve it. And if you take all of that out of there, that's just, you can't do anything to break the system faster than to take deserve out of the equation. It's the way crime and punishment works. It's the way that reward and punishment works. It's the way we work. And it's the way civilization has to work. And if you break that, you've broken everything that matters. And people just keep voting for break everything that matters. Make sure we have a shitty society. Make sure we have a shitty civilization, because they break the most important wheel, the most important piece of hardware is there's got to be a connection between outcomes and inputs. You got to earn it. You got to deserve it. There's got to be reason. There's got to be good reason for what happens to people as much as possible. Now, you can't fix nature. Nature's going to fuck people for no good reason. But we don't have to. We don't have to fuck each other for no good reason. We don't have to cheat each other for no good reason. So anyway, but it was nice to, the mystic not only undid some of his nihilist talk in the sense that he at least implied that there is value in this comforting the afflicted thing, this entertaining each other, which I think is basically saying, he's using the word entertain for the same word as help. Fix their problem. Fix their tedium, or their monotony, or their lack of humor, or their sadness, or whatever it is. Fix it. It's easy. Do that. It's a good thing. The universe doesn't care, but we can know it's a good thing. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to say? I mean, I've said this shit before, and it is redundant, but I mean, it's so fundamental, so foundational. You can't get this right, you're not going to get anything else right. This is where all the energy is. This is where all the forces are. This is the whole thing. You can't get this right, you might as well be talking Hansel and Gretel. You might as well be, walking down yellow brick roads looking for Oz. You might as well be in any other. You might as well be living in a fairy tale, because you've broken the foundational mechanism. So anyway, I guess that leads to the other thing I should post on the message board is the Fairness First party. So I think I will just propose it as a party, nothing official, and just start writing up platform planks and let's get fuck the Democrats, because they don't like this earning word at all, and they've lost the focus too. They just want to take. They're just lazy hippies, for fuck's sake, half of them, and the other half of them are thieves and crooks and entrepreneurs pretending to be socially responsible, but they're just pretending. So fuck them both. Fuck almost everybody in the Democratic Party, because they either got the left side wrong or they got the right side wrong. They're either imbalanced on one of those sides, but there's no piece of the Democratic Party that's really got their eye on the fucking ball. Maybe just the ones who are saying, I can tell the bad guys, I can tell Republicans suck. So that's about the only good Democrat, are the ones who basically just say, I know those guys are evil. I can see their little Hitler mustaches twitching. So yeah, I'm not one of them. So I'll be one of you fuckers, even though I have no respect for a single motherfucking thing you do. You're hypocrites, liars, scumbags. You really don't do a goddamn thing. You don't have a bit of common sense. You're just loop-de-doo, idealist motherfucking cunts. And you really do just, half of you just want to, you're just as petty and crooked in your maniacal, selfish thinking as those assholes. It's just that you don't have any power. But if we gave you power, you'd be just as big a fucking asshole, because you don't have any principles. It's not about fairness first for you assholes either. You can engineer your union to blackmail society for a higher paycheck, you'll fucking goddamn do it, as the teachers' union proves. Fuck that merit shit. I showed up for work. I deserve $150,000 a year because I showed up to work. Yeah, fuck you. Teaching 6th grade. I showed up to work to badly teach, kids. Badly inspire them. Poorly do my job. Assholes. So anyway, I think that's enough. No need to go on and on and on as I could and often do. So, but yeah, thank you to the Modern Mystic for a video I enjoyed. I found it a pleasant experience watching it, and so I post it below. And yes, it's, blah, 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 but if you really listen to it, yeah, it's saying a lot about what an asshole you are, without actually using the word asshole.